Hi everybody, Dr. Vomit again, back at it with another fun time. If you guys want to know what's going on with me, I've been struggling with a lot of depression. Um, Basically because, um, being stuck in this coronavirus thing, this pandemic of being in Central California, Fresno, that happens to be overwhelmed with smoke in this valley where people are suffering from having issues of breathing. Now we're talking about people that have severe asthma. They go outside, they start choking. Bad enough coronavirus is the exact same things with people's lungs. So if I were to say all to you, I encourage all of you to smoke medical marijuana, number one. It helps get rid of that nasty phlegm that's in your lung to make you have asthma or types of ways. Why? I've smoked it for years. And when I was a kid, I've had severe asthma. And later on, doing this has affected it later out in my life that it literally taken away asthma. But still living in this valley, yet having smoke around us, it makes it worse. That's not the smoke we're supposed to be breathing. Neither tobacco either, okay? I mean, there's other things out there that are better than tobacco, that are cancer sticks, that are just disgusting. Now, the Native Americans know the ways how to harvest that the better way, okay? Not the people that, like, these corporations and companies, okay? Me, myself, I'm part native too, so, if anybody has questions, comment below. I'm willing to answer back. I'm willing to put more of an input onto this channel, meaning towards why, I want to become a YouTube channel person, like a lot of people are. I mean, like, a lot of people get paid these days to just do that shit, so, it's like, yeah. But, throughout me and through my process through this, going through with me, Dr. Vomit, aka Connor Wood, aka Brandon McCormick, a lot of people know me from many aliases for purposable reasons in, parts of my life. I am Nordic pagan / half Mormon, all things. It comes with a pretty price. Just being me in general makes people look at me in a different perspective because I'm not like your average typical people. I'm totally different towards a lot of people out there. I mean, literally, look at how people portray themselves. I mean, in a bigger perspective, if you really keep your eyes open, you could really see in detail of people's actions speaking louder than words, their words in general corresponding with their actions, and the aura that you're feeling from it. Giving you the interpretation of what is going through your mind of having doubts or ifs and things, what's so not. But it's all part of the human mind. Our mind is wonderful. I mean, it is filled with a ton of resourceful things that, you know, could unlock our true potential within ourselves. If anything, if you really look at it in a big picture, if you see our phones, okay, we are like our phones too. We are connected to God, you know, God being the cloud, okay, and us having that spiritual connection wirelessly linked to Him and everybody else. If anybody else, this is not just a simulation, it's part of God's creation. If you really want to look in that one, I'll do another video later on about that. If anybody has any comments or questions, please comment below. Like and subscribe to my channel, please, people. If you can, that'd be really great. I would love people to subscribe to me. Liking, dislike, whatever, add comments, share with your friends, whatever. I have tons of experiences of things I've done in this world to get to the awakening from being in a dream void. I would say not synthetics would take you to this route. You have to look at a different route. Hallucinogens are not so scary, okay? For a person who has experienced it personally, yeah, I've done LSD, which is aka acid. I've done peyote, masculine, DMT, ayahuasca, toad licking, different types of hallucinogenic type of stuff, even shrooms, sclerotia, all types of different types of hallucinogenics to awaken your subconscious mind and allow you to realize the true meaning and true purpose of people's selves. I mean, people gotta be realistic and awaken from their dream of reality because they're still stuck in knowing what not they're knowing who they are, what they are, because they're still doubting themselves because they're worried about their peers in general judging themselves or others or any way of that matter. Because no one likes negative judgment or negative doubt or input towards a person. People like positive input, positive comments, positive judgment. People like that. They value that. They take it and as an appreciable aspect towards people's lives in general. And if people really see the big picture in a bigger perspective, the most lonely people happen to be the most creative knowledge seekers in the world that know too much knowledge for the information of the world to know. Because why? The world will shut it down from it observing it because it's too hard to handle yet for it cannot take on for I would say the world's not ready for our type of people. Me, I am a Gemini. My planetarial sign is Mercury. My element is air. And yes, I do portray those elements very well. I know how to read tarot. I know magic very well, divination, other types of magic. It's been in my life ever since when I was before 8 years old, okay? Before I got baptized in the Mormon church. This stuck with me ever since when I was on a field trip when I was younger at Thomas Elementary here in Fresno, California. We went to Fresno's the Mukes home, Dr. Mukes. It's a museum, but it is haunted. That is when I first encountered a spirit there that started talking to me and stuff, and later on, then they started showing more of themselves. But before that, I was traumatized way younger, when 3 to 7 years old, from being molested by my mom's brother. Long story on that. That guy got away with everything, but yet made me a different person, but yet he's still out there torturing innocent individuals that don't deserve what he's doing to those people. I am a victim. So are 3 other family members of mine and other people. Names cannot be said because confidentiality is part key. It is what keeps things tied together without people knowing the real truth. People could tell you some things, but not all things, but it'll give you clues to try to build up a little bit to understand the real perspective of it. Like, say for instance, Walt Disney. Well, we already know all the magical images of the Illuminati and the Freemasons through that. Okay, we already know Walt Disney was a Freemason to begin with, okay? My family in general, lineage dates back to Freemasons. I already know all this shit, okay? Am I afraid to tell? No, sorry, but there are some secrets that are kept unsaid, though. I'll keep it at that. For those of you who are watching, my family in general has branched off into different sectors. When growing up as Mormon Nordic pagan and having more background cultures through my ancestry, my ancestors did a lot of weird shit, okay? Our family was on the decided descendantation of witches, dated back to Salem, Massachusetts, towards an old famous witch in Salem known as Sarah Good. She's very powerful. For some strange reason, why they killed her, she wasn't even harmed towards anybody, but when they did that, she really cursed people in the end because she was a good witch, but once tormented, will seek revenge. Karma's a bitch, but trust me, when you're going to kill somebody, their final last words might end you. Reasonable being, it's being a curse or a hex, whatever, but the only way to uplift that is to confront the demons. Yeah, me as a person, not afraid of them. Sorry. Seen them all my life? Don't bother. It's bad enough I've already heard on this TikTok app, okay, about the Sam Says Sweet Sounds, okay? I've already asked him a few questions. The questionable answer that kept on going about and about over and over again to him was that my energy is questionable. Why is my energy questionable? I kept on saying, well, I don't think I'm the right fit for you at all. Why is an AI telling me that? I mean, as a person growing up knowing coding and a lot of things of computer sorts and musical algorithms, it's pretty interesting that an AI would tell you that. That it's like, the AI is basically telling me, it couldn't take my energy, basically, because it doesn't know what to expect. Over-exceeding expectations on an AI, that is what can trick an AI. Only certain individuals that use their inner mind process can tap into that, where making AIs do not have no connection to this brain. And yes, it is possible cutting off all the connections, severing it all at once, is literally cutting your umbilical cord from the Matrix and running you off in your own grid. Basically, it's like Morpheus telling you you're going down, deep down the rabbit hole, and you'll show you more what's down there, and a lot more other stuff that you never knew. Leading to that, great movie though, Matrix. Okay, Keanu Reeves, you're amazing. Quote, you are amazing. Bill and Ted, love you. Ted. Bill. Okay, as we're going on with that, there's a lot of cultures all over the world that are leading back to this main, my religion and aspect that I believe recently is three main conceptual foundations: science, magic, and religion. Three conceivable factors that hold them together. Like, there's three solid states that matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Another primational factor that's found in religion: Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. It's kind of getting to me making sense. Well, Nikola Tesla's theory was 3, 6, 9, but converting the 3, overlapping the 6, making it a primation flipping back and forth in a receivation, making the 9, making it infinitationable, allows conductoration of energy to flow and charge. Science, magic, and religion. Why do you think back in times alchemists already knew all about it? Because they use the three main conceptors to begin with: science, magic, and religion. Why do you see it in Harry Potter and magical things, okay? Alchemists are like the male witches, okay? We don't call ourselves warlocks or wizards anymore. We call ourselves alchemists. It's more scientific-y, but magical at the same time, because it does a lot of things with transmutation circles, different periodic table element metal alloys, as well as using, if you're looking at, different types of religions, sigils, yes. Like the male and female sign, the zodiac signs, those are sigils of those particular, constellations, elements, or planets, or whatever it may be. But trust me, if you go online and look up all the alchemy symbols, you'll find a very wider range of more symbols leading to all the periodic table elements that are on there, including the planets. So check that out. Interesting factor. So if anything, you not just have the symbol of your zodiac, but you also have your planetarial zodiac that is assigned with your zodiac. So guys, research that. It'll be pretty interesting. If anybody has any more comments or anything, please comment down below if they want to find out more interesting facts about me or about DJing or whatever I do. Love your comments, stuff. Peace, like, and subscribe. Peace.